All right, Mama, as you can see, we're in the truck, and I don't know if you can see behind us or not, but there's a trailer behind us. So we're on another adventure. Let's turn you around. Last Saturday we were in pieces on that truck. This Saturday we have got it together. Let's see what a drive-by looks like. Last Saturday it was just a cab. This Saturday it's got everything on it. I don't like the way the paint changes the colors, but it's really something different. All right, Mama, this is what we got. 1967 Ford. You know the deal. First on race day, fix or repair daily, however you want to say it.
No, they had changed all that before Laney ever got it. I didn't like the bushes. The bushes would wear out. If you took your hand off the shifter, it'd fall like that.
There we go.
Yeah, because you always have to. Or that's what my old Ford done. It was on the call. And I put it in the floor, but I put a cheap shifter in it. That ain't gonna hurt it. It's got a good shifter. Hey, if I was y'all,
I told you we was gonna get something, Mama. Big 67 Ford. Got something fancy on the trailer, Mama. Check that out. Well, folks, there you have it. We have made it to its new home for now, till somebody twists my arm and just has to have it. I see it needs new tires. Oh, it's got some rust in it. Well, poor pitiful me. Get y'all in here. As Vice Grip says, let me get you in here. Uh-oh. We got ants to go with it. We got enough of ants. Man, this thing cleaned out. That's going to be a pretty decent. I mean, would you look at that dash, Mama? Does it even have a crack in it? I mean, it might be pulled away from the rubber some, but it don't even have a crack in it. Look at that ceiling. We've got all the trim in. All we gotta do is get that down. I know a guy. Not a bad old truck. You know what? Looky there. Brand new tank gas tank. Steering wheel's got a couple cracks, but I know a guy that can fix that. Got some teal green. I know a guy that's probably got a little bit of paint. Let's get you up under the dash here. I mean, Mama, the old truck is not that bad. You know what? Man, I just walked through one more big spider web. Wow. Yeah. Probably be a budget build. Needs a good pressure washing. And the best way to get this thing fixed is to give it a good washing and tell Mama Jr. jump on it. There's no budget. Now that don't mean that it's an unlimited budget. It's just no budget. We may not have no budget for it. Now we're gonna spend a little on it. It's got its rust. I think all in all though, Mama, I think it'll make a pretty sweet little truck. What y'all think? Give me your thoughts, give me your feedback. Comments, likes, thumbs up, share, follow us. It don't have a Chevy engine in it. It's got a Ford 302 in it. Let's see if we can get the hood up. Man, look at here. We come over the road, got the man's tools, brand new carburetor. Uh-oh. Baby's got air conditioning. 302. Yeah, I'd say look at that. Ain't no telling where the lid's at. I guess the lid is between where we got it and our house. That's okay. The hood, what's left of it is bad. These hoods were bad to rust right exactly where you see it at. And I'm telling you. But all in all, the rest of it, man's got a bunch of room, don't he? Got room to work. We got room to put a Chevy big block. Even if we have to steal one out of that one, we got room for a 454. Now we're gonna keep it forward. Mama Junior's gonna get this thing purring like a kitten. And y'all stay tuned. Follow us on this build. Well, it looks as if we've got all the chrome. It needs to be cleaned up. That piece right there is inside. We'll clean up that trim on the sides. It's all there. All it needs is just straighten and make it straight. But the fenders and stuff are gappage is a little bit off, but we're gonna make us another shop truck unless somebody twists my arm, like I said. But it's gonna make a nice one. What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all that I really appreciate all the viewers. I think the last time I looked was at like 1223 today. I really do appreciate it. I wanted to say thank you, and I like it when you comment, ask questions, especially if there's anything that's interesting or maybe something that you don't know. But another thing that I'm getting ready to drop a video that this is in of this old Ford truck behind, but I wanted to say that we haven't turned into Ford owners. But we've just run across some Ford deals, if you know what I mean. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and I was kidding when I said this, because I mean, there's nothing wrong with Ford. I just grew up liking Chevrolet. But I told him, I said, they're so cheap. They're so cheap to buy. He said, come on, amigo. He said, you know that they cost a lot to build. I said, yeah, they cost a lot to build, but they're so cheap to buy. But anyway, Dylan, he got him a Mustang, as you can see in the video that dropped earlier, and he cleaned up this old Ford truck behind me, so that will show you like a before and after. And we're going to try to get started on this thing. It's been a hectic week. Everything hasn't went exactly like what we wanted, but can't be on the mountain every day, you know. You got to be down in the valley looking up, and then when you're in on top of the mountain, you're looking down at the valley. So you just need to be happy with wherever God's got you at for that day. So y'all enjoy the video. And one more thing, tomorrow is the C10 Fall Revival at Denton, North Carolina. If any of you are in the area, check it out. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be all Chevrolet. It's supposed to be just C10s, but I've noticed that there's some other stuff, S10s and stuff, that I think that they're going to let come in. That's not really a C10, but it's going to be all Chevrolet anyway, I think. If not, you know, this Ford would really fit in. But we plan on going, hanging out, checking things out. If you were to be a subscriber and you run across us, let us know. Be nice to meet you. But anyway, y'all have a great week. Gonna be nice, Mama. Check out that pretty green paint. Just like that, Mama. Cleaned up pretty nice, didn't it? Not a bad looking old truck. And it looks even better now. Yeah. Looks even better. Probably make a pretty good looking shop truck. All right, Mama. See how the clutch and all works on this thing. Oh yeah, like a brand new truck. Can't beat an old Ford, can you? Got new brakes on it, but the brake lines were rotten, and we got a new master cylinder and all for it. Brake lines, they shipped today, so I ordered some wheels and tires. They'll be in maybe by the end of the week. Sure does run good. We're gonna clean this baby up. It'll make a good shop truck until somebody wants it. The Elton Brock carburetor really works good. That's all. He's gonna turn it around and back it back up in where he had it. That way you can change the oil and all that tomorrow. So let's see if it's got backup lights on this baby. See no backup lights. Clutching all works good though. Oh well. We make the backup lights work. Listen how smooth that thing runs for being off the road like 20 years. All right, Mama, I wanted to give an update on this 67 Ford. Y'all seen the video of it driving around. Got new brakes, pads, new springs, new drums. The rears, he took them and had them turned, but we put brand new drums on the front. He's gonna get the bed cleaned out. Got to get these two wheels off. He's gonna get the inside cleaned up and all the mess cleaned out of it. Got it up on jack stands, ready for the new brake lines. So, new brake lines supposed to be here sometime today. We've got a new master cylinder for it. Got new wheel cylinders in. Everything inside the brake compartment's new. So, once the lines come in, get the master cylinder on, get the brakes bled. The next, we're waiting on wheels and tires. Ordered some wheels and tires, so they'll be in. And then I guess it'll be ready for driving around and actually testing out on the highway. So once it's cleaned up, get the wheels and tires on it, and everything checks out good, we're gonna rub this one down with some Penetrol Flood. This morning when I looked, we had like 1,255 subscribers. I really appreciate y'all watching. Content has been low. I've been sanding on the 57 Chevy truck bed, and I got the bed strips to sand this morning, but I'll show you a little sneak peek of something else. While I was waiting on the primer to dry the other day for the Chevy truck, put the quarter panel on this car. So the old's been cut off, the new's been put in, everything lines back up good. It's got to have new doors put on it, new fenders, new hood hinges. We put the trunk lid on and the extensions. I got the trunk lid pulled down. I couldn't adjust it with it up on the jack stands because every time I'd yank on it to try to make it do what I wanted it to do, the whole car moves. So now that it's back down on the wheels and tires, you can see that now I'll be able to get a little more rough with it. But this corner up here needs that corner needs to go to the passenger side, and that would close up some of the gap here. But this right here, when this opens up to make it right up through there, this side goes back, and we don't really want that side to go back any farther. It actually needs to come out. So more than likely what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut and weld. That back gap don't look that bad, but more than likely I'm going to have to do some cutting and grinding to make it fit perfect. When him and I first discussed doing it, you know, he said it didn't matter much about the gaps, but you know how it is. Once your car gets to a shop You want your gaps and all to look good. Car's gonna be black. They won't be as noticeable in black if they're not perfect, but you know, we want them to look pretty good. So anyway, I got to get to work on this 57 Chevy truck, these strips. Got to get the booth washed out and get everything cleaned up, try to get some candy apple red on this week. So y'all stay tuned. Try to get some more content for y'all to watch, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, Ford power. All right, Mama. Look what showed up here on the plantation. And look, we got Mama Jr. under the truck. Guess what, everybody? It's break time. B-R-A-K-E, not break time. B-R-E-A-K. Oh. Dylan, or Mama Jr., is gonna get this old Ford up, get some stopping power on it. It's hard to beat an old Ford. Tires came in. Excuse the mess, but we got tires. So we're just waiting on wheels now.
We got those brake lines off too.
Brake lines are off. We got a mess around here. You name it, we're in the middle of it. It seems like no project is finished. It's just, we just got a mess. So just excuse the mess. But anyway, he's working on getting some stopping power on this big Ford. And I am finishing up in here. Got to get everything cleaned out of the booth and get everything pressure washed. So I got to go. Later. All right, Mama, I brought you out here to the our scrap pile. I wanted to show you something. Dylan had took off the master cylinder off of that Ford truck. Inside there was a big lock ring holding in the rod and like a big plate that locked onto the rod. On the end of the rod, it had like a balloon. Then it had a plate where it wouldn't slide out, and then the lock ring held it all together. I've never seen one like that. So I thought maybe I would show. 67 undoubtedly is like a standalone. So the master cylinder, the new one, was like $65. Normally, for any other ones, are, you know, they're $30, $40 for a new master cylinder. But this one here, since it had a special fitting, costed more. So this is the new one. He's already put it back together, I think. There's the clip. That slid down this rod and fit in there. And then the lock ring and washer held it into place. See there? See if I can get you in there. It's crazy. Never seen a design like that. What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to give you a little update on this Ford truck. It's getting new brakes, front and rear. Yeah, they are steel drum. A disc brake kit is not in the budget at this time. It's not something that I wanted to do at this time. So Dylan's got it tore apart, and he's going to put new brakes on it. Got the new brakes, the new shoes and everything right there. Got it running yesterday, as a lot of you seen. I purchased a 600 Edelbrock carburetor from a client of mine. So he's going to plan on installing. But the reason that it wouldn't run, we thought that the fuel pump was bad. It had a new gas tank and stuff in it when we got it, but it had a blockage in the line, and he took the air hose and blew back through the line, and undoubtedly it had there's a metal line underneath that it had a blockage in it. So we'll check that out and may have to put a new line. But anyway, the brake lines are rotten, so got new brake lines ordered from Inline Tube. So it will have new drum brakes front and rear, new master cylinder, because I'm sure this one here is worthy of being changed. And it'll have new brake lines for the front, down the body to the rear, new brake line over the rear end. So all the brake lines will be done, and so it'll be ready to drive. The wheels and tires, as you can see, are rough. I'm not so sure. I'd like to run across the deal, but I may end up having to buy new. Not so certain yet. You know, I don't want to just spend. You know, I wanted just a jump in and go shop truck. Changing the subject, this door, undoubtedly, when I closed it during my first video, it broke and locked it. But back to the story, I didn't want to spend. I just want a nice, decent shop truck, just something to knock around in. But our plan is, I'm gonna have to buy some wheels and tires, but our plan is to get it running, get it cleaned up. I'd like to blast all in there and put it in epoxy. That way when you raise the hood, the rust wouldn't fall in your face. It'll get new belts. In that video, the belt was really squawking yesterday. Previous owner said that it supposedly had a new engine in it. You know, it don't leak, hadn't leaked a drop of nothing. And then yesterday when it fired for the first time, the running work sounded good, the lifters and everything was sweet. We'll reroute that gas line. Might not get it rerouted today, but at a later date, get everything cleaned up. I think right now it's still on points. Might convert it over to electronic ignition before it hits the highway. Not 100% sure. In all honesty, like to get it rolling and driving and moving just like it is, without spending much money, to get it rolling like I wanted it for the minimum amount of money. So y'all stay tuned. This project is in process. It's being developed as we speak, because I'd like to get it to moving and rolling. Even had one guy yesterday who's already interested in it, but I think for right now we're gonna hold on to it unless somebody just really twists my arms. But if y'all would drop down in the comments what type of wheel would really look good on this thing. I mean something, because if we get it running and driving and have to buy new wheels and tires, in all honesty, I'd like to go with something that would fill up the fender. You know, I don't want to spend the money for lowering it, but I'd like to put a 20-inch wheel on it, or 18-inch wheel, something like that. Drop down in the comments if you would, what would look good on it. Give me some feedback, some styles. You know, drop the numbers in the comments. That way I can look it up and see what you got on your mind. And then once all of it's running and driving, get some wheels and tires on it. I want to clean it up real good, wash it and put the Penetrol flood on it. And naturally I'll have to, this beauty ring right here, it will, I've got it inside, I'll just have to get it out and fix it. But anyway, this morning when I looked, was it like 1,244 subscribers. I really appreciate all of y'all taking the time to watch the channel. I hope maybe it's something that we share or say you could learn from. But if you would, give me some feedback on this old truck. Y'all have a great day. All right, Mama. First time. Do we have brakes? Oh, we got brakes. I mean, it don't look bad. I don't think I like them as good as I thought I would, but you know. All right, Mama, we brought it out tonight. Dylan got all the wiring and stuff done for the fans. So we come out and put a little bit of gas in it. You tag. Put us a big squinty in there. Let's roll.